Hello, this video is designed for WordPress beginners using the Hestia theme by ThemeIsle. When you install Hestia, ThemeIsle recommends several plugins. I prefer to keep things simple and only install what's necessary. However, two of ThemeIsle's plugins, Otterblocks and OrbitFox, can be helpful for WordPress newbies. I've already covered Otterblocks in another post, so in this video I'll focus on the OrbitFox plugin. Specifically, I'll walk you through 4 useful modules for beginners. They are the Social Sharing module, Hestia Enhancements module, Policy Notice module, and Header and Footer Scripts module. I'm going to start with the Social Sharing module. So after you've installed OrbitFox plugin, you want to go to Dashboard, OrbitFox, General Settings, and the first option is Social Sharing module. Now if we look at a web page on our website, at the moment there's no social sharing icons. So we go back to the Dashboard, OrbitFox, General Settings, Social Sharing. We just activate this toggle switch, and now we've got this drop down and you can choose several options. So I want to display it on posts and pages. If you don't tick both of those, it will only display on the place you've ticked. So if you want to display on posts, tick posts. If you want to display it on pages, tick pages, or both. You can choose left, right, or below the content. Now, you just toggle on the options you want, and I want to use Facebook, X, which was Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Reddit. And you can display them on desktops and mobile. It's up to you. You can just display these icons on desktops or just display them on mobiles or both. And then when you've made your settings, make sure you click the Save button. Now, if we go back to our page, refresh the page, we've got these icons. And what happens when you click one of these, it takes you to the platform. So suppose you've got a Facebook page and you're viewing a website. If you click this, it will just open up your login page for Facebook, and you can log in and tell your friends about this website. Now we're going to do the homepage sections. So we're going to go back to the OrbitFox General Settings. Just going to close that to make more space. And we want this Hestia Enhancements. First, I'll show you the customizer. If we customize, if we go to front page sections in the customizer, we've got these options here. Now at the moment we've got 5 options, but when we've enabled this toggle switch we'll have more. So I will enable the toggle switch. Back in the Dashboard, OrbitFox General Settings, Hestia Enhancements, just toggle this switch on, and then we'll go back to look at the customizer. So if we refresh the page and we go to front page sections, we've now got more options. You can turn any of these on or off with the little eye icon. So supposing you didn't like this one, this section is called Features. So to turn it off, we just click the eye icon and it disappears. Turn it back on and there it is. Now this basic setup has been done by Hestia. It's part of your ready-made front page. But you've got a lot of different sections. The About section is an actual web page. This web page is drawn into your front page. For whichever web page you choose as your front page, this content is that front page text. And to edit that one, you just click the edit button and it will open up the web page editor. But for each section, you can turn them on or off and you can edit them. The easiest way to edit anything on the front page is to scroll down when the customizer is active and just click the little pencil icons, and that will help you edit the different sections. I've dealt with that in a different video, but I just wanted to make sure you know what the Hestia enhancements are. Close the customizer. I'll go to a single page to make it easier to understand what's going off. So pick this one. At the bottom of the screen, we want to have a bar that enables people to read our cookie policy. And so what we can do, if we go back to the general settings, dashboard, OrbitFox, general settings, and I want policy notice. So this option that says policy notice, if we just toggle that on, and then there's a little down arrow, and this policy notice will display at the bottom of the page. You've probably seen cookie policy notices on websites you visited where you've got to click the I accept link. Anyway, you can change the text in here, and you can pick the page, your policy page. So on your website somewhere you'll have a privacy policy page explaining about your privacy policy. WordPress includes one when it installs itself. When you install WordPress, you get a default privacy policy page, and I would open that, just go to your pages, all pages, and find the privacy policy that WordPress has made for you, and you can select that. You can change the text, and then you just click the save button, and we'll go and see what that looks like. So there's no bar at the bottom of the page now. If I refresh the page, you'll see this pop up at the bottom here, where you can either accept it, or if you click this link, it will take you to your privacy policy page. You click accept, it will get rid of that bar. If you activate the privacy policy bar and you can't see the bar when you view your page, go to an incognito or view in private window, and that will view your page as a brand new user, because once a cookie has been set, the bar will no longer appear. So if you can't see the bar, make sure you're viewing an in private window or incognito mode if you're using Google Chrome. I'll close that box and we'll go on to the header and footer scripts. Now if you use Google Analytics code, this header and footer scripts option is really useful. It makes it easy for you to add things like Google Analytic code. Now that's a bit beyond newbies. If you're a WordPress newbie, you probably will want to do that yet, but it's useful to have there as your skills develop. So I'll just show you how to do it. Within OrbitFox, general settings, header and footer scripts, we just turn it on. And now if we go to the customizer, so go to Appearance, Customize. Now the bottom option in the customizer is header and footer scripts. Now if you paste some code in here, if you had some Google Analytics code, it's a bit beyond newbie territory, but if you had that code, you would just paste it in your header script box, and that would it would run the code on every page of your website. However, you can also run code on individual pages. So I'll just show you how we do that. We'll close the customizer. Going to visit the site, and if we pick a page, we edit the page, and we see this little bar at the bottom. It's very difficult to see, but there's a little bar here, and we just open up the bar, and we've got header scripts and footer scripts. And if you put a header script or a footer script in here, it will run on just that page or that blog post. Now we're back in the Dashboard, OrbitFox General Settings. I'll just explain briefly why I don't use the other modules in the OrbitFox plugin. So the template directory module. This video is specifically about Hestia theme, and the template directory module doesn't work with Hestia theme. There's another good plugin called Otterblocks made by the same company, Themile. If you want templates or patterns, the templates are now called patterns. So if you want patterns or templates, the Otterblocks plugin is a good alternative. But template directory module won't work with Hestia theme. The menu icons option, I think that's a bit gimmicky. It just puts little icons in your navigation bar. You can turn it on if you want to, but I personally don't like it. My stock import is for importing photos, free stock photos. Now, I personally use Unsplash, which is very good, and Pexels, another really good stock photo library. And they're free, you can get free images there. And one more, there's custom fonts. And I think custom fonts is just beyond what most WordPress newbies will be interested in. But it's there if you want to use it. But I think most WordPress newbies won't be interested in that. Well, that's it for this video. We've been using the OrbitFox plugin and the Hestia theme. I hope you find it useful. OrbitFox does have its uses. I personally only install plugins when I have absolutely no choice. But it's a useful plugin, especially for WordPress newbies. Well, thanks for watching, and bye for now.